What is up, ProGuides family? I'm your host, Stray, and today we have an awesome video for you guys. If you're like me and just jump into action unprepared, you are going to get dumpstered. So that's why today, we will be talking about 10 things that I wish I knew before playing Cold War. With this video, hopefully we can save you some time and frustration by setting you up for success early. These will be great if you're looking to get back into the popular COD franchise and if you want to impress your friends. So with that said, let's get right into the video.
The first thing I wish I knew before Cold War this year is how the new score streak system works. If you have played the game Black Ops 2 in the past, you may be familiar with the system, but it's slightly different than before. Instead of having a kill streak or point streak system that previous games in the past have implemented, Cold War has brought back the beloved score streak system, but with a few twists. One of the first twists is that unlike in the past, your progression towards your score streaks will not reset upon death. Even after you die, you will keep the progress you've made toward your next score streak intact. The next twist is that after you have used one of your score streaks, that particular streak reward will go on a short cooldown period before you can use it again. Even if you start collecting points in a frenzy, you will have to wait for the timer to reset before you are able to earn that score streak again. This new rule in the score streak system is to prevent people who are on a rampage from chaining their streaks together and ruining the match for other people. In past CODs such as Black Ops 2, you were able to chain your streaks together if you were able to get the first set of streaks in the same life. This made some multiplayer matches unfun because one player could constantly have their streaks on the map and made it impossible for the opposing team to leave their spawn without dying. Treyarch wanted to get rid of that frustration, so they implemented measures that they believed were fair to stop the constant pub stomping of high-level players. In general, the fan-favorite score streak system is back in all its glory and has made the gameplay fun, refreshing, and rewarding for new players and old COD veterans alike. If you want more help learning how you can improve your gameplay in COD, keep an eye out for all the ProGuides social medias, website, and our YouTube channel to learn how you can get access to Call of Duty coaching coming soon. In past Call of Duty, secondary weapon choices were usually shallow in choices and fairly weak to their primary counterparts. This is not the case in Black Ops Cold War. The secondary weapon choices are not only diverse, but powerful in their own right. One of the biggest notable changes to the secondary weapons category is the introduction of shotguns as a sidearm weapon choice. This new design choice has rubbed some people in the community the wrong way because many people believe shotguns are strong enough on their own. Making them a secondary weapon choice you can use along with a powerful assault rifle, SMG, LMG, or sniper makes some players overpowered when they get going on in the match. The first available shotgun you can use is the Hauer 77. This shotgun is a pump action shotgun with high damage per shot with a possible one-shot kill in close quarters. This gun is hand-loaded with moderate rechamber speed, making it not ideal to deal with multiple targets in quick succession in close range. The second available shotgun to use is the Gallo SA-12, or from other games you might recognize it as the Spaz-12. The Gallo is a semi-automatic shotgun with reliable damage and small pellet spread. This gun has moderate recoil and visibility when firing, and its semi-auto capabilities make it great for taking out multiple people in quick succession. Along with the introduction of shotguns to the secondary class category, the pistols on launch are diverse and powerful in their own rights as well. The 1911, Diamatti, and the Magnum all make appearances in Cold War, and trust me, they are all unique and powerful in their own way. The 1911 is a semi-automatic pistol with a small clip size of 8 rounds, but the high damage per bullet coupled with a faster fire rate and controllable recoil makes this gun a shredder up close and at medium range. The Diamatti is a 3-round burst pistol with a fast cycling rate of fire with a short delay between bursts. This gun has an increased ammo capacity compared to its counterparts and has slightly slower reloading speeds to compensate. The Magnum is this game's double-action revolver, with high damage and increased penetration through walls, but it has a low muzzle velocity to compensate for its heavy hitting capabilities. The secondary class is nothing to scoff at in this year's Call of Duty, and I highly recommend taking time to kit out your sidearms for a playstyle that fits you. There is a lot to choose from between the overpowered shotguns and pistols, but don't forget the launchers and knife options as well for specialty purposes. In years past, some Call of Duty titles had a DMR category to class their long-range semi-automatic weapons. In Cold War, Treyarch has done away with the designated marksman rifle category and has created a new tactical rifle category to class their long-range weapons under. This is the first time we have seen a tactical rifle class of weapons category in a Call of Duty, but there are some interesting weapon choices in this class for Cold War. First up is the classic M16. The M16, like always, is a 3-round burst tactical rifle, and it has excellent burst fire accuracy when aiming down sights and high damage in short range encounters. The M16 is the defining gun in the tactical weapons class. This is a burst mid to long range rifle meant to frag people in 1 or 2 bursts and has moderate but controllable recoil. This is what the tactical rifles are all about. burst and semi-auto weapons that can easily tap fire people at distance and bring them down in a few bullets. Up next in the tactical rifle category is the Type 63. This gun is a semi-automatic tactical rifle that has high damage per bullet and reliable accuracy with lower ammo capacity magazine. This gun has excellent visibility and control while firing. This is because this gun has a slightly slower fire rate even for a semi-automatic weapon. This slow fire rate will force you to take your time tapping the trigger and will make you pick out your target one at a time as you bring them down from distance. The third rifle, which is a fan favorite making its return from the original Black Ops 1, is the AUG tactical rifle. The AUG is a burst fire tactical rifle with high damage per bullet with moderate recoil and slower speeds when firing. A cool feature that is unique to this rifle is that it has a built-in optic that provides 1.5 times magnification with a clean sight picture. The AUG is back in all of its former glory from years past games, and this one is primarily staying as a 3-round burst long-range weapon for Cold War. With a clean sight picture, you now have weapon attachment slots open up that can be used to kit out your AUG to make it even more powerful than it already is. Finally, rounding out the tactical rifle class is the DMR-14 long-range semi-automatic tactical rifle. Compared to its counterpart, the Type 63, this gun has an increased fire rate with minimal recoil and it maintains reliable damage per bullet over long-range encounters. The DMR-14 is a better close-range DMR than its counterparts in the class because of its increased rate of fire. This gun has no problem bringing down multiple people in a few quick taps of the trigger. Kit this weapon out with a close-range optic and watch yourself 2-tap people in close quarters with this gun. Considering this class is basically the DMR class from past CODs rebranded as tactical rifles, I'm excited to see what Treyarch can do with this class of weaponry going forward in Cold War because there is a lot of room for them to make some cool and powerful additions into the game. In Modern Warfare, Infinity Ward introduced a new revamped create a class system by adding a vast array of attachments for your weapons. Treyarch took that system and expanded it to the next level with adding hundreds of different attachments with different visual styles depending on the country the weapons are from. And compared to the old Modern Warfare system, where each attachment had huge negative trade-offs for each positive that the attachment had. The Treyarch system has distinguished every single attachment and has toned down the negative trade-offs to get players to experiment with the attachments to build a gun that feels just right for them. If you pick up weapons off the floor in game, you will often find very different attachments on some of the same rifles you use frequently. And the best part with discovering new loadouts is that you can learn how to tweak your own loadouts to allow yourself to use different guns for different styles of play. Treyarch went to great lengths to expand the Create a Class system this year to allow you to build different loadouts that are tailored to make you a better player. We recommend learning what each class of attachments do specifically and experiment and build a gun that will allow you to dominate the competition. A new type of equipment that has been in previous COD games but in different forms is the field upgrades. The field upgrades are advanced pieces of field munitions or covert spycraft that can help you destroy the opposition. Unlike other pieces of equipment in game, field upgrades are not available as soon as the match starts. Each field upgrade has a designated charge time and once used must be recharged before it is available again. To make the learning process easier, here are all the field upgrades and short explanations of how they work. The proximity mine is a short-range throwable mine that explodes shortly after an enemy runs past or drives over it. It will destroy any vehicles that drive over it in one hit as well. This gadget is most similar to bouncing Bettys from previous Call of Duties and can be avoided by crouching and going prone. The field mic is a recording device that listens to enemy sounds within a small radius on your minimap and reports its finding and sounds back to you. The trophy system is a fan favorite gadget making a return in Cold War. This military-grade gadget destroys thrown enemy equipment, projectiles, and launcher missiles within 10 meters of the device. Use this thing in closed spaces and buildings to protect yourself from random grenades and rockets that can come your way. The Assault Pack is a supply ammo cache containing ammo that gives bonus score for taking down enemies. Resupply yourself and the team on the fly with a deployable ammo crate at your convenience. The SAM turret is a gadget that launches missiles at enemy score streaks and enemy-controlled helicopters. This is a great gadget to bring out when the enemy team is being oppressive with score streaks on the map. Place it in inconspicuous places to regain control of the sky on the map. The jammer creates an electronic disruption field, disabling enemy field upgrades and degrading enemy minimap information. This gadget is one of the most powerful field upgrades as it essentially acts as a mini counter UAV device. And finally, the gas mine is a proximity activated trap that expels a large cloud of harmful gas. Enemies that are caught in its radius are damaged and disoriented as long as they stay within the device's radius. While not all of the field upgrades available to us are new abilities per se if you compare them to other gadgets from previous CODs, they are all unique and powerful in their own ways when learned and mastered and implemented correctly on the field of battle. Another aspect I wish I knew about beforehand is the wildcard system. Yes, you heard me right. The beloved wildcard system from Black Ops 2 is back. And with their return, the general player base should be educated on what wildcards are and how they change from previous COD installments. To start off, there are 4 different wildcards in the game at launch and only 1 card can be used per class. The wildcard system, in short, is a card that allows you to break the conventional rules of creating a class system to benefit your operator better in the field of battle. The Danger Close card allows you to equip an extra piece of lethal and tactical equipment and allows you to start with additional ammo. This card is great for objective modes as the extra pieces of utility allows you to push back the enemy team. It also allows you to take objectives with ease as you are able to spam throw utility into objectives to clear out camping enemies before you enter. The Lawbreaker card allows you to equip any weapon class in any slot and will allow you to equip multiple perks from the same category. This card is great for people who want to benefit from specialized loadouts for specific game modes and maps. Use this card to tailor your class setup to your exact liking in game. The Gunfighter card allows you to unlock 3 additional attachment slots for your primary weapon. This wildcard is actually the most popular historically for a reason, and that popularity follows it into Cold War. This card allows you to become the ultimate gunfighter by allowing you to equip 1 attachment for every single attachment slot on your weapon. Having the advantage of a fully kitted out primary weapon is powerful enough to always keep you at the top of the leaderboards. Personally, I find this as the best and most effective wildcard out of all of them and should always be run if you have it unlocked. And finally, we have the Perk Greed card, which allows you to equip an extra perk from each category. This is the second strongest wildcard outside of the Gunfighter, and for good reason. Having the ability to equip multiple perks from all 3 tiers is broken, and if you are able to maximize your potential as a player by choosing the best perks for your playstyle, you will become an unstoppable super soldier that will find his way to the top of the leaderboards as top frag in every game you play. To wrap it up, wildcards are back and they are making their presence known in the online multiplayer landscape. In most games, you will see Gunfighter and Perk Greed on most of the players in the lobby, and for good reason. Spend some time learning how different wildcards can benefit your playstyle and turn yourself into the best player possible. For another tip I wish I knew before Cold War, we are going to talk about a quick setting that all players should know about, and that is the FOV slider. For the first time ever in COD history, consoles will now have the ability to change their field of view in-game. PCs have had this feature from the very beginning, but it is notable to talk about since most players aren't aware of its existence or function. The field of view slider will allow you to increase or decrease the horizontal viewing range your character has in game. In first-person video games, the field of view or field of vision is the extent of the observable game world that is seen on the display at any given moment. This is a useful tool for players to know about because the further you increase it, the better your visual fields will be for seeing what is in front of you. For people who own bigger TV screens or monitors, increasing your field of view will drastically increase your capability to see things in your peripheral view that a lower FOV would not allow you to see. The FOV slider is a function that the COD community has clamored for quite some time now, and it is great to see that Treyarch is listening to us and giving us game functions to allow us to enjoy the game more to our liking. Another tip is using the Combined Arms game mode to rank up faster. I can't think of a better mode to rank up and unlock attachments faster than Combined Arms and Fireteam Dirty Bomb. Both of these modes feature really big maps with a lot of players and many different objectives to fight over. Use these modes to your advantage to rank up and level up your guns faster. Since the average game time in these modes is longer, you will generally collect a lot more XP points for your weapon the longer you use them while in game mode. Cold War has a very slow leveling and ranking system, but Combined Arm gives you a lot more opportunities to earn EXP fast, while also being a very engaging, fun, and entertaining game mode to play with or without friends. While we are on the topic of finding ways to gain XP and rank up faster, I really wish that I knew this year Treyarch would allow you to earn rank XP and gun XP while playing zombies. Yes, you did hear me right. Zombies mode will now grant you XP towards your rank level and your gun levels when you actively use them in Zombies mode. This is a nice, intuitive, and welcome change to the game in my opinion. Zombies mode is predicted to be one of the more popular modes this year, and I'm glad Treyarch had the community in mind when they made the decision to allow players to gain rank and gun XP when actively enjoying the new Zombies mode. Make sure you set up your class in Zombies to allow you to get some much needed extra EXP on the guns you want leveled up for multiplayer. It's pretty common to gain more than 2 levels on a gun by simply using it over the course of several rounds in Zombies. Treyarch gave us a gift with this change. Make sure you use it and take advantage of it while you can. For our final thing, I want to give credit to Treyarch for how much they improved the movement system compared to previous CODs. In my opinion, Cold War movement allows players to play a lot faster than in previous games. There is a lot less camping and sitting in the back of the map sniping in this game compared to previous games of years past. Treyarch listened to our request and gave us the perk Dead Silence back, and in my opinion this sped up the game flow because it encourages rushing around the map instead of camping. The new revamped slide system is also tuned just right to allow players to show their mastery and control over the new movement system. This allows you to control your engagements and allows you to outplay other players. Whether you slide cancel, jump shot, or drop shot someone, the movement system in this game gives you a lot of freedom as a player to outplay opponents and live longer by giving you more tools to survive at your disposal.
Well everyone, that is all we have for 10 things I wish I knew before playing Cold War. If you liked the video, then be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you enjoyed the content. We upload new videos just like this one every single day, and the best way to stay notified of that is by ringing that notification bell. Don't forget to check out ProGuides.com either to gain access to some truly amazing coaching. Remember to stay safe out there, and I will see you all again next time.